Welcome to the Predictive Playbook for Friday, May the 7th, 2021. I'm your host, John Ryan. We're going to be talking about the NBA betting angle of the day. And this is a game that is a marquee game on the Friday night card where the New York Knicks travel to take on the Phoenix Suns tonight at 10 o'clock. And there's a little bit of background here on this game. They're both coming off of a loss. The New York Knicks, as hot as they are, lost to the Denver Nuggets in their last outing. And the Phoenix Suns are also coming off a loss of their own. The Knicks are really being led by Julius Randle, who, arguably he's going to be a free agent next year, and it's going to take about 110 to 120 million to retain his services as a Knickerbocker. And it'll be very interesting to see if that unfolds in the Knicks' favor. It'd be great to see Randall be able to land a big-time deal there, and he's much deserving. The Knicks are 37-29, 8 games over 500 after this incredible run of 17 games. It's only their second loss in the last 11 as well. And they're, the Knicks are favorites to finish as high as fourth in the Eastern Conference, which would give them a home series to start the playoffs, which would be pretty huge. The Phoenix Suns are on the second, were on the second of a back-to-back Wednesday. They had yesterday off. The Hawks defeated them in their last game to end their 5-game winning streak, and the Suns are 47-19, fighting for the number one seed in the Western Conference, which is currently held by the Utah Jazz. As always, take a look at the injury reports because the injuries are always fluid, and the list can change at 5:30. It can change literally 15 minutes before game time. But rookie Emmanuel quickly hurt his left ankle in the Denver game, and he's listed as doubtful for tonight. Alec Burks aggravated his knee again in the Nuggets' loss. He's also listed as doubtful for tonight's game against the Suns. Mitchell Robinson remains away from the team as he recovers from an ongoing foot surgery. Robinson is probably not going to come back even for the playoffs unless they go very deep into the playoffs. And that's what I have on there for the Knicks. The sophomore Cameron Johnson of the Suns has been playing through a pretty significant wrist injury. It's a sprain, a pretty severe sprain, but he's dealing with it and he's playing through it. But always keep an eye on him because he's the type of guy that could be suddenly a game time decision and not playing. Jay Crowder and Abdel Nader are long time now absentees from the Phoenix Suns lineup. Crowder's missed, I believe, 8 or 9 games now with a sprained ankle. And Nader is indefinitely out because he had arthroscopic surgery to fix a problem with his knee. So the lineups tonight are going to be possibly, fluid. I'm looking for the word. They're going to change. I really can't even give you a lineup that I think is actually going to happen because it probably won't. But the Phoenix rotation will remain largely the same as prior games. Chris Paul and Devin Booker will be 2 starting guards. Michael Bridges will be the small forward. Torrey Craig and DeAndre Ayton will round out the starting 5, I think. And again, it's something you have to check as we get closer to game time. So that's a little background for this game. Now let's get to the system here. And always remember the market, and this is my opinion, and I'm sure many of you listening may have a different opinion, but I always look at the price and the betting lines and what the market is telling us as factoring in all current news, all current events, players that are not expected to play, win streaks, losing streaks. The whole ball of wax is priced into that market. So now we have the Suns at -6.5 and a total of 217 for this game. So we're going to be betting on winning record underdogs. that are playing against a favorite that is coming off a 20 or more point loss, and they were installed as a favorite in that loss as well. The favorite also has a winning record on the season. This system has gone 22-5 for 82% winning bets over the last 5 NBA seasons. And it all tells you to do is to bet on the New York Knicks plus the points tonight. And I would sprinkle a little bit on the money line. So what that means is take 90% of your normal size bet for a 3% unit. I do 3%, 4%, 5%. With 5% being the highest rated play that I release, and they're very rare. But for a 3%er, take 90% of that amount, and then the 10% would be used on the money line. It's as simple as that. If you split that up over the course of a season, it's going to add a significant amount of additional profits to your bottom line as the season evolves and by season's end. So there you have it. The Knicks are the bet with the betting angle of the day for the NBA. And they're also 17-5 against the spread since game number 41 this season when facing an opponent that averages 18 or more 3-point shot attempts per game. So it doesn't get too much better than this. I think the Knicks really will bounce back here in a big way, and obviously bounce back more than the Suns will. And they'll get this win. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Knicks win this game. So for myself, the Predictive Playbook, sportsmemo.com and wagertalk.com, may all the wins be yours.